lot of crap out there.
Yeah, I didn't learn anything in high school.
I didn't learn anything in college, and I spent a fortune.
But I still haven't learned anything from Tom.
Well, you just need to hang around a little longer, buddy. We got David Foy here today, and we're going to be talking about Cool Wallet.
What show is this?
This is Aperture and Shutter Speed.
Thank you, Tom. I was really, for a second there, I was like, he didn't remember.
I could never forget that.
You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. It's 3 o'clock on a Wednesday, which means Paul Simon and Kodachrome, and also Aperture and Shutter Speed, Montgomery County's photography and film show, where Tom doesn't like talking about actual topics, more about what his own agenda is. It's like a Tea Party member almost. And
coffee clatches.
Yeah.
No organization,
we just go
blow
at it.
And go.
We have a special guest this month, from what I understand. And Tom, it's a buddy of Tom's and a buddy of mine. I've known him. He was featured on the Weekly Business Hour with Rick Schissler. You can actually check out that archive under his archives for the Weekly Business Hour. It's David Foy.
Thank you very much.
And you are a webmaster guru.
They say that.
And what's funny is when Tom goes, "Hey, can we get David in?" I was like, "Well, he doesn't do anything with photos or film. Like, what does he do?" And he's actually more of a business side of the web, which uses film and photos. And I was like, "Well, wasn't that last month? That was our topic or theme, is people who deal with photos and stuff who don't really take the photos." And I don't think Tom really got where I was leading. Kind of like, why are we going back there? We're supposed to change it every month.
Right. This is a change. This is a huge change, my friend.
I immediately go, "This is personal, isn't it? You just like this guy, and he just wants him to come."
Well, he's creative, and there aren't a lot of creative people out there, and he's got an amazing idea about a marketing plan that can lend itself to every business out there and can make jobs for photographers and videographers and really expand our business.
Oh yeah.
So, I was actually.
That was such an intro.
It was great.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. I golf clap for sure. Yes, thank you. So I was with you on that. That I wondered exactly what kind of discussion I would be lending to the photography.
Yeah.
But one of the things I kept alluding to was the importance, as I go through and rebuild websites and help people with their websites, the importance of quality, high-resolution photography and videography. And so Tom said, yeah, we know that, but that's not what we're going to talk about. So I came in, I was lost, I didn't know what to do. I stared at this black screen in front of my face, and I was petrified.
He went and smoked a cigarette, and now he's better.
Now he's better. But, so David, at the very beginning of our segment,
yes, we
always talk about what's been going on with photography and all that kind of stuff, what we've been shooting and dealing with stuff. Just kind of like, hey, how's it going? And last week, what did we miss? And if you guys didn't know, Tom and Ansel and I were out at Yates Stadium in Willis, Texas for the 4th of July celebration. And I was unfortunate. I didn't get to take any pictures because I was working for the station. We were doing stuff. We're broadcasting live. But you were there shooting with your video camera, trying to get what?
I just got real close to the fireworks and I got some amazing shots because it's generally they don't want anyone up there, but they said, well, your media, you can do it. So
did you say Lone Star Net Radio at all?
Of course I did.
Good, because that's what gets you into places these days, folks.
Yeah, because we're big time, baby. Big
time, man.
I want you to know it carries a lot of clout.
Yeah,
I try to.
We have gravitas.
See, the only thing is I'm embarrassed to say I know Tom, but he's not embarrassed to say he knows Dick.
So is my wife. It's becoming a problem.
I met her the second time. I recognized her. I've seen her before. I don't think I've met her. I think I've seen her before because I was like, who is this beautiful woman? And who is she with? And it's like, Tom?
How did he get Tom? Her?
So I'm very impressed, Tom. And if your wife is listening.
She will. I'll make her listen.
I really think he makes her listen.
I will make her listen.
You're not getting up off that chair and there's some headset. Right. You're not moving. But so you were there with your camera. And then one thing I love about Tom.
I was with 2 cameras, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
2.
Well, my favorite thing about Tom is he's a bulldog when it comes to trying to get what he's trying to get. Like, you could see him. I'm pretty sure he knocked over kids because he was just trying to go. He's like, I need to go get some shots. I'll be back. And
kids with babies.
And he has this shoulder camera. He's like, I'll be back. Kind of like Rambo. He's like, oh. And then just starts like going through all these people. And he's like, I'm trying to get these shots, trying to get my angles. And so hopefully I want to see the footage, of course. Yeah. And I didn't get to see the fireworks. That's where I'm trying to get for this topic. Is, so
Really
how
good.
were the fireworks?
They're the same group that's doing the
Celestial
fireworks
displays.
for the chamber.
For the chamber, yeah, and they also do the woodlands.
Yeah.
And I guys, because that's one thing I want to lead into is as a photographer and a videographer, what did you learn while shooting these fireworks to get the best shots?
Well, the main thing I learned was when you sit on the ground with a shoulder mount camera in the summer in Texas, you're going to be eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Okay, so bring off.
That was the main thing.
Okay, number one,
Before
off.
okay. And then what I learned is that you can really get some beautiful photographs and shots if you get close.
If you get close.
And if you don't, like if you're on the lake, which I've shot before, they're okay. But you completely fill your screen and just have a true light show if you're 500-600 feet away. But if you're miles away, then it's not that good.
So where were the angles you took? Were you on the field, or were you in the stadium, or?
No, we were on the field, and
Okay.
Ansel was there too. He was shooting with the 5D Mark III, and I was using the JVC 750.
Did you? So y'all both used Lone Star?
Of course we did.
Okay.
I always mention Lone
Because
Star.
the reason I bring that up because I got a report back about your guys' behavior.
Well, we
So-
had a couple of cases of beer with us.
There's no beer on. That's what I'm saying.
I
You're
know,
not supposed
but
to bring
we still
alcohol
brought
into the
it.
stadium.
Wait, are you sure you didn't use TMZ to try to get
Yeah.
there?
That's what. So well, hopefully.
I've never taken TMZ. What is that?
Hopefully, Ansel will post those photos, some of the photos that he took at the Willis Day celebration, the video too. Maybe
I don't know
some-
if he had time or not. I kept him pretty busy.
It's awful.
I dominated
He's over there just trying to
everything.
enjoy himself, and Tom's over yelling at because I just want to know how it went. Because unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't take pictures because I was unpacking the equipment, the sound, and all that kind of stuff.
Excuses.
But it was a good
excuses.
opportunity to take some good photos because you got to go so close to the fireworks display.
That's
So,
awesome.
and
also
most
got
people-
the name of the group is called Celestial Displays.
I mean, yeah, I know those people.
And my contact person is Leslie Lorman Mon, because that's German. And I send her an example of some of her fireworks, and I'd love to sit down with her and see if we can't put together a commercial. And then that could go into Cool Wallet into the virtual.
You're not going to be able to segue this. I'm not
Mall.
allowing. He
The
always
virtual
does this.
mall.
Because this is the first segment of the show. We got 3 more minutes. We can't just enjoy ourselves and then move into the heart of the show afterwards.
I have a question that actually applies to what you're trying to keep on track here,
Okay.
Dick.
Yes.
And that is, in these fireworks shows.
Yes.
What I find is that we, all individuals who have our cameras out there and trying to get these pictures, one of the things that's really tricky is also taking pictures of your family, your group, and getting that clear picture of your family with the background crowd and all the rest.
So there's two options I give you.
Okay.
Is what is your skill in Photoshop?
I don't really use a lot of Photoshop.
Because that's what I would do.
Okay.
Is I would do a photo focused on the family, so add a light source or something.
Right.
And then I would take a photo of just the fireworks.
Okay.
And then I would
Combine it.
combine them just
Okay.
because I don't mind lying to people, and in photography it's a great opportunity to lie without everyone ever knowing, and usually the photos turn out pretty cool.
Yes.
And the other option I would say is be by a well lit area
Okay.
and then use the background as get a good angle, so you have a lighted source behind you, so you can see your family, so you don't have to use a flash. Because if you use a flash, it's going to take away from the fireworks.
Right.
It's going to blot them out.
It's going to blot them out. So
Right.
you got to find a light source. It's kind of a give or take situation. Like I've seen people use headlights.
Right.
Sometimes, like if they're by a parking lot, they'll step into the grass probably about 8 feet. So it's like not direct headlights. It's more of there is some light somewhere source behind us.
Right. Some
And
ambient lighting.
Some ambient lighting, or then some people take it by like a building, but you don't see the building. You see the source from the building, and that's what you use.
I know that a friend of mine was taking pictures of fireworks show one night, and he had kind of an additional cone.
Yeah,
that
a
he put-
diffuser.
A diffuser?
Yeah, those are called diffusers.
Okay.
Those are awesome when doing portraits or doing any type of a photography for people because it spreads the light out, so it has a more natural glow. So somebody doesn't have the red eye.
Right.
And right, Tom. You can butt in any time. I didn't just turn off your mic.
I was just cooling out over here, baby.
But if you have a diffuser, that's if you have a diffuser and you've had that kind of flash, because that will actually take care of everything if you have a diffuser on you. I was trying to go for a point and shoot.
Right.
Like if you just have a point and shoot camera, like most people are taking pictures of the family.
I think that maybe in addition to the diffuser, I think what I'm trying to describe is, the white cone that a dog would wear when they get...
Yeah, that's...
yeah?
That's a diffuser, yeah.
Okay.
It goes over the light, over the flash?
No, it actually is he put it on the end of the lens, and it kind of angled out, right?
Okay.
And that way it just kind of focused that, like gave it a...
Did it catch the light? And
I don't think it's anything to do with light. I think it has something to do with the lens.
I think it has to do with blocking out
the outside light.
light.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have that bleed.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a good idea.
So that would not be a diffuser. That would be some kind of block,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a home trick, but it worked really well.
That's a real good thing to build. I mean, that would be awesome because that's a real issue with light intrusion when you're trying to focus on something.
And especially in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But overall,
that's a good
fireworks, hopefully we get to see them. Right.
Well, I'll let you go. I mean,
What do you mean you let me go where?
I'll let you in.
Oh, go see I meant like see the footage you took.
Oh, you didn't specify. So.
All right.
Are you gonna share that footage?
No.
Oh yeah.
He's going to
I'll
forget.
share. No, I'll share. I've already made a 4-minute video with it. Or no, sorry, 65-second video, just for Jim Winkler to view for his wedding venue.
Cool.
That sounds really neat.
But you're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio with Aperture and Shutter Speed. We're gonna have to take a break. When we come back, we're gonna have David Foy, the internet mastermind, and I just went blank. I'm sorry.
Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
I almost want to say Cool Wallet or something like that, like a
Cool Wallet.
like a Zimbabwe kind of thing. But Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet. 2 words. One word.
Cool Wallet.
Yeah. Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
There you go.
Walla Walla.
We might have even said it once, right?
Yeah,
Cool
maybe.
Wallet.
They'll get the idea.
Yeah.
Right? You're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed. We'll be back. Hopefully Ansel will be joining us. Ansel Arnold of Ansel Arnold Photography. Check us out on Facebook under Aperture and Shutter Speed. Tell us that we're horrible. And tell Tom you hate him. You can do that too. I'm just kidding, Tom.
Please do.
Yeah, and tell how much you love me. That's what you gotta do. You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. We will be back after these messages.
Imagine your baby has just been born and doctors decide to transport him to a hospital unit 90 miles away. Your world is upside down and now you have to find a hotel. We can help. Please visit cadenshope.org to learn more. Cadence Hope, providing hope in the midst of trial.
Hello, I'm Mark Hader.
And this is Cindy Cochran inviting you to join us on the Cindy and Mark Show each weekday morning from 10 to 11 here on Lone Star Internet Radio.
Super, Cindy, but I believe it's the Mark and Cindy Show.
Huh? Yes, it is, Mark. And it's broadcast live on Lone Star Internet Radio here in beautiful downtown Conroe. Oh, the exciting things we'll talk about, the interesting guests you'll get to meet, the wonderful gifts we'll give away, and the tons
Wait. Gifts? There are no gifts. I'm not giving away anything. Why do you get to decide on what we do? It's Mark and Cindy, remember?
Oh, yeah? Well, so ladies and gentlemen, tune in and we'll all find out who gets to decide stuff. Weekday mornings at 10 here on Lone Star Internet Radio. How was that?
It could have been worse. You could have sung your part.
Oh, yeah, wait. It's the Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show.
You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. Now for your daily weather report. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2014. Today's weather forecast is mostly sunny with a high near 93. Calm winds becoming south around 5 miles an hour. Later tonight, there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms around Montgomery County after 1 a.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 75.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Donalwick Public Relations. You've seen the billboards. That's right, Wicked Publicity. Contact them today at 832-326-1965 and visit wickedpublicity.com.
Tri-County Services provides services to children and adults with mental illnesses, substance abuse disorders, and intellectual developmental disabilities in Montgomery, Liberty, and Walker counties. Offices are located in Conroe, Cleveland, Liberty, and Huntsville. Some mental health services offer focus on resilience and recovery. Services and supports for individuals with intellectual development disabilities focus on skill development and independence. Tri-County Services offers 24/7 crisis intervention and evaluation with crisis hotline 1-800-659-6994 and their mobile crisis outreach team. Psychiatric crisis treatment is available at Psychiatric Emergency Treatment Center in Conroe. Substance abuse services include treatment for both youth and adults. Substance abuse prevention classes are also provided for younger children and teenagers. Peer support services for veterans are also offered by Tri-County Services. For more information about all programs provided by Tri-County Services, call 936-521-6100 or visit our website at www.tricountyservices.org.
Brought 'em all together for one night. I know they never match my sweet imagination. And everything
You're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed. I'm Tom Moore with trmorephotos.com, and I'm here with Dick Schissler and a very special guest. We have David Foy, and he has an extravagant product that he is one of the mastermind creators of this grassroots program
He's here.
that I'm very excited
He's
about.
here.
So Ansel Adams,
I'm gonna get him set up.
Adams Arnold just walked into the studio, and he's taking all of his camera gear off. He's got like 6 cameras on him and lenses, and he's just going at it. So,
Hey, Dan Ansel. David Foy.
hey Ansel, what's doing, buddy? What's going on? So again, I'm talking to David Foy. He is the Chief Marketing Officer for Cool Wallet. So, David, let's talk about it. Let's break it down, baby. Let's talk about phase 1, bringing in the merchant to Cool Wallet.
Okay. So bringing in the merchant to Cool Wallet. Ansel, I understand that you went to a fireworks show and you have better footage than Tom, and we're wanting to know all about it. You were out on the field, and so Dick wants to know, did you actually say Lone Star Radio to get on the field, or did you use TMZ special press pass?
Well, Tom did all the work. He's I wouldn't say relentless, but he kind of is, but he gets what he wants, and he was really good at it. I'm really shy, and I don't.
Told you he's a bulldog. That's the way I described it.
He is.
He just walked up there.
But yeah, I'm pretty shy, and I don't think I said 5 words to the people. I said hi and bye, and that's about it. But
did you get any good shots?
I thought so. That was really fun. I got to play with Tom's camera, and
Isn't it nice?
it is really nice. I kind of want one, but
Yeah, me too.
what do you do?
Oh, Tom.
But it was cool though, because I've never really messed around with video ever. So that was kind of interesting doing that.
And he said your camera angles were really neat, being on the ground underneath the fireworks.
It was really cool. I just wish that I brought a tripod.
Right.
I had the Tom brought his monopod, and I was just holding it there and trying to keep it steady, and then trying to swat away the bugs and
Mosquitoes.
The bugs were that bad?
Woo! Yeah, man. I had like.
yeah, it was
welts all over
terrible.
me.
It was
But
awful.
you got to get the shot, man. Regardless, pythons, bugs, spiders, everything.
I
Shoot
feel
through
like
everything.
I feel like we should test Tom and throw snakes at him and stuff. When he's doing his pictures.
Well, I wonder how Tom is with when people try and get in the way or something, because I was in the Grand Canyon when I was 12 or 13, and we were hiking, and there was all these photographers at Havasu Falls taking pictures, and we were just walking on the trail, and they start yelling at us to get out of the way. We're just on a hiking trail, and they're yelling at us because we're getting in the way of their shots. But it's not
Tourists.
like
And that's when you give him a
Tourists.
picture to remember, and you give him the bird.
yeah.
I'm like, take this.
Take this home for your memory.
There's
Canyon bird.
there's over 100 pictures of me flicking off cameras. I'm just
Okay,
like,
now
take it.
y'all completely taken this off subject, and I'll let you get away with it. But now we got to go and talk to David
Is that the
Foy.
bulldog persistency you're talking about
awful.
that brings
It's
it back?
awful to deal with him.
I don't see it. I don't
Gets
see
what he
it
wants.
at all.
He gets
Okay,
what he wants.
So
Okay,
phase
okay, so-
1,
Phase
Green
one,
one, yes.
Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet.
All right, let's talk about Cool Wallet.
Spell that for me, please.
That is KEWLWALLET.
Not to be mistaken with Cool Wallet, the little wallet you stick in your pocket.
No. This is Cool Wallet. This is the new, exciting, and revolutionary method of marketing.
And it is.
It is. It is indeed.
Literally.
We've gone through some of the features, the special features and solutions to marketing that we're bringing. It's a win-win solution. It brings the online shopping experience to the local merchants. We are dedicated to the local merchants in helping them with their strengthening of their business traffic, creating repeat business to them, and essentially in building a unified loyalty program for the local community, which in turn is also helping the consumer in their purchasing strength and effort. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Okay, this is a scenario. I walk into the bagel shop, I buy a bagel, and that individual is a member of Cool Wallet, and they're in your virtual mall. Then that same day, I go to a clothing store, I buy a shirt, and they're also in the virtual mall, and they are a Cool Wallet participant. And then I go to a third merchant. And by doing that, I don't just leave the bagel shop, I actually take a percentage or some monetary value with me from the bagel shop to the clothing store, etc.
Yes. So to clarify your scenario there, Tom, what really happens is the Cool Wallet merchants have the opportunity to provide a fund a cashback incentive for a Cool Wallet consumer to come in and benefit from.
And what percentage?
That's to be determined by the merchant. So they may not, there's a program out there that a lot of people participate in called Groupon. And one of the things that we talk about in our feedback from the local merchants is, Groupon is very difficult to work with because they're talked into offering large incentive discounts, 50% off, 60% off. But then they're also charged an additional marketing fee that the consumer never sees. So the merchant is trapped by, wow, they bring me a lot of traffic, but I'm not even at break even. So what they're doing is they're maximizing my losses.
So they're the ones that are making money, the group,
but they do well.
But the merchant is taking it on the chin.
In that particular scenario, that's correct. So what we do is we want to make sure that we sit down with the merchants and we identify what is an equitable exchange for them so that they're not taking a loss, and yet it's still an incentive to the consumer, where the consumer benefits by shopping with them, the merchant benefits by actually being able to increase their traffic, increase their repeat traffic, and offer some kind of incentive. So that incentive can be a cashback rewards. They can participate in the cashback rewards. So if the merchant is offering cashback rewards, and each one of those scenarios, your t-shirt, your ice cream shop, and so forth, if that consumer goes in and makes a purchase at one merchant offering cashback rewards, those rewards are in fact placed back into that consumer's account. And so through all the different merchants, it all unifies into one account for that consumer, and they are able to redeem that value, their savings, in at any other shop. So they don't have to be attached to a, for instance, Kohl's Bucks at Kohl's, or a Starbucks cashback at Starbucks, and they can use that anywhere in the Cool Wallet virtual mall and local shops, right?
So if I go...
What about liquor stores?
Liquor stores are probably, at this time, I can say factually at this time, liquor stores are not part of the program.
Why not?
Because I haven't convinced the other managing executive partners that a liquor store is a valuable portion of
Well,
society.
then that's what I'd use my cool dollars on.
Right?
I'd be like, man, I shopped at all these places now to get a 6-pack.
This
Right,
is an
Hansel.
This is an
That's why I use all
organization.
my dollars.
Boone's
Yeah,
Farm,
that's
right?
where he's all
you
my
you look
money.
like a Boone's Farm guy, right? Strawberry Hill.
How do you
I'll
dump
take
somebody
Mad
that?
Dog 2020.
I'm just more of a whiskey person, so if I
okay.
could use my cool dollars on a whiskey,
yeah.
win-win.
Okay, let's
Rebecca
get back
Creek
to
bourbon.
reality here, guys.
It is reality. Rebecca Creek bourbon is very real.
Yeah, Tom.
Okay. Okay, anyway, so over a 6-month period of time, I go to 50 merchants, and we have 2 minutes.
Yeah, Tom. That's
Okay,
what the
we
two
have 2
means.
minutes. Okay.
Peace out,
I thought
brother.
it was a peace sign. I don't know.
Peace.
I mean,
Okay. So anyway, 2 minutes, and so over a
I
6-month
need to get
period
a
of
leash for
time,
Get a leash.
I go and shop at 50 different stores, and I get, say, 5% here, 10% there, and all cumulative. And then I want to cash in my percentages. Is that right? Is there some way for me to redeem dollars?
Actually, the answer is yes, because Cool Wallet is going to, those cash backs actually become Cool Bucks. And so they unify in your Cool Wallet account. So you get to go onto your own dashboard. You get to see the purchases that you made at the Cool Wallet merchants, see what the transaction values were, what the cashback redeemable values are, what comes back to you, what you've accumulated. And so you get to track that as a Cool Wallet consumer. And the merchant has the same functionality as to see what transactions they were to fund and that took place in their store. So everybody has a trackable, measurable knowledge of where they are in the program at all times.
Okay, so if I want to put, say, I have so many points, I don't know what else to call it.
Cool bucks.
Okay, cool bucks. Okay, and I have, say, I have 100 of them. Can I use those 100 to go in and buy a new camera, or to buy,
a bottle of liquor?
A bottle of liquor, beer?
The answer really is yes.
Yes. What if I want to turn it into actual hard dollars? Can I do that as well?
The answer there is yes.
Wow, that's a lot of tracking. That's a lot of data to keep up with.
The answer to that is also yes. And so we've been working on this for 12 years, and we have created an intellectual property, an intellectual intelligence that tracks all of this. And that's what makes Cool Wallet just so advanced. People, when I'm out on the streets and I'm talking to people and they say, wow, this Cool Wallet sounds pretty good, so who's your competition? There's competition that exist in puzzle pieces, but nobody has the intellectual property that we do that brings it all together. So that's where Cool Wallet is now in a world of its own.
Which is an extraordinary opportunity for someone to get into the grassroots level of a truly imaginative organization.
I'm telling you, he just likes you.
I
the
feel
guy is
I'm
cool,
telling you.
man.
I'm telling you.
I
He's
want you to know,
innovative.
look, I went to his house and his dogs were licking on me and he was jealous.
I'm telling you, he just likes you. I'm still waiting for the
I
photography angle
was
here.
not jealous. I love
He even
for my dogs
he
to
even
love other
fed
people.
me like one of his dogs. It was like really cool.
Imes all the way,
Was he
baby.
jealous of the
Imes all
dogs?
the way.
Do we get photos of this?
No,
No.
that was exclusive. That was an exclusive.
Where are we going? All right, we're taking a break. That's where we're going. Yay! Will we be back? We'll hopefully talk about photography.
With a serious moment somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully we'll talk about
And
photography.
the Mad Dog 2020 over here.
Oh, that sounds a chilled one over ice. You got.
He does not. He does not look like a Mad Dog 2020 guy. Not at all.
Nope.
He looks like a martini sipper.
I think everyone's just really wrong about everybody else. All right, we're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio, Aperture and so to speak. We'll be back after these messages.
Hello, this is Dennis Nelson, inviting you to come with me through the doorway of imagination and into the theater of the mind. The Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour presents a play every Saturday night at 7 p.m. on Lone Star Internet Radio. Be it drama or comedy, thriller or love story, every exciting episode is carefully chosen straight from the golden age of radio and performed live by talented actors, musicians, and sound effects crew. Every sound you hear will be 100% live and homemade. Anything can happen. So join us, please, every Saturday night at 7 p.m. for the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour, right here on Lone Star Internet Radio.
This is Rick Schissler, the host of the Weekly Business Hour. Have you ever thought about maybe, possibly, even considering LASIK? Then call my friends at Man Eye Institute, 1-800-MY-VISION, and talk to them about a free LASIK consultation. The thing about Man Eye Institute is they want their patients to be happy. That's their number one goal. Whether you decide to have LASIK, if you decide to have another procedure, if you decide to wait, whatever it is, the folks at Man Eye Institute want you to be happy and informed and comfortable with your decision. That's why I never hesitate to recommend a free LASIK consultation for anyone who's even thinking about maybe getting LASIK. 1-800-MY-VISION is the Man Eye Institute number because you get to walk through the process, have a thorough eye exam, and have all your questions answered. Before you leave Man Eye, you'll know exactly what your options are and you can make the right decision for you. So don't hesitate. Call Man Eye Institute now for a free LASIK consultation at one of their 9 Houston and Austin area offices, including right here in the Woodlands. 1-800-MY-VISION. That's 1-800-698-4746. Discover more right now when you visit maneye.com about the benefits of LASIK eye surgery.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
You're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed here on IR Lone Star Internet Radio. We're here with Dick Schissler, T.R. Moore, Tom
Boo.
Photos,
Boo.
David Foy, and me, Ansel A.
Yeah.
He started drinking. Get back.
The hottest guy around.
Who, me? Or you?
Oh, me. Us.
I knew it.
He's the model photographer.
The coolest station on the air.
That's right.
Okay, so Dick was just like berating me and just like running me down during the break, which I've gotten used to.
It's on.
I really appreciate it. So, but he wants to know, how does Cool Wallet have anything to do with photography or videography? So now we're gonna just dish it right back at you, Dick. We're gonna tell you how.
Yes. So, actually, what we were talking about, you like that? Yes, that's super special voice. So what we were talking about is that it's very important with this that merchants, in their exposure or their effort to be out there in front of consumers, building their Cool Wallet portal page and making it as attractive to the consumers that they have quality photos and not just, oh, this is my used to be mobile phone with a cracked lens photo that I'm going to upload and it's all grainy. They need quality photo. They need quality video. One of the things we started out about with the Internet Mobile Solutions company that I am accused of being a website guru on is that video is extremely important to a merchant for the YouTube quality infusion on that. And that's really helpful with the marketing. So, on this, I also believe that corporate video is important to every merchant out there. And I think that the aperture and the video that y'all produce and that you were talking about that you did for fajitas and for Jim Winkler over there at the marina, I think that that's something that local merchants should actually apply a budget to, is making sure that they find people like yourself, like Ansel, who can go out there and take quality photographs, quality video, and use that for their marketing and advertising. And I highly recommend that everybody who is a local merchant understand that that's a very necessary part of their marketing. And like you were talking about, you know, you've got listeners who are interested in some kind of career opportunity, and they really haven't figured out the clarity on that. But that is a career opportunity that is really missing. Somebody going out and communicating and providing quality photography with knowledge, shutter speed, lighting, timing, angles, all of that.
Somebody tried to do that to me, actually.
Did they?
They came by here and they said they were part of the Google team, or an extension of the Google team. And if you notice, Google's kind of changed their way they've been doing their business pages, and they do virtual tours. And basically, that's what they were offering, were the services of completing that virtual tour for you, taking the photos, and then also basically just taking photos of your business and having a better storefront on Google Maps and whatnot.
Google Plus, not Google Places. Google Plus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they integrate it basically. It's not like Google Business.
Okay.
So, I just know because when I went to our Google Business page, it was like we redid everything, and so I was like, oh great, now I get to learn this, and that's where I saw Google Tours and things like that.
Right.
So there are some people that do that.
Right.
And
I have a photography question. Can I ask it?
It better be good.
Okay, here's my question to David Foy, and that is, what about having a standard of quality for the pictures that they submit to their web site that you will build? I assume you will, or someone is going to build. They'll have their own page and have a standard of, say, type of saturation of, is it in focus, composition, things like that. And if they can do that, if they on their own with their camera or their kid or their cousin can do that, fine. But if they can't, somebody needs to step in and say, look, we have a standard. We are not going to post because we're going to have 900 different businesses in this virtual mall, and we don't want a bunch of trashy photos or substandard video. That we have a standard. We are setting the bar, and we're going to do something that is really professional. What do you think of that idea?
I do think it's a great idea. In fact, that was a great question. The answer is, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Yes. No. Wait. Yes.
Okay.
So all right. There is a standard that we want to maintain. This is if you looked at which you have, because y'all have private backstage access to this portal in construction, and so you've had a sneak peek. And as you see, it's very clean. We're keeping a very clean, family-oriented, make sure it's professional and that it's engaging portal, the Cool Wallet portal. We will recommend to people that they may need some serious help if their photography is not acceptable. We also do have the right to remove any photography that is not acceptable, not only by content, but if it's really just not good photography. Yes, I think recommending any of you here would be really good for them, and I will be doing that. That's why I'm emphasizing and openly emphasizing to any merchants that are listening, take a look at what you have. Take a look at your website. I often find that a lot of the merchants, I ask them, when was the last time you looked at your website? And they've got a niece or a nephew or a brother's sister's cousin who's doing their Facebook page for them, and they've never actually seen it. They say, oh, I have a Facebook page. And I said, great. So how do you get there? I don't know. My so-and-so is doing it for me. And I said, well, when was the last time you looked at it? And they said, well, I've never looked at it. So this is representative of your business, and you have marketing out there that you've never seen. So, you know, it's I'm doing a website right now. They took over 100 pictures on their super new iPhone 5, and out of those, I am able to use 12. And that was marginal. 3 of them are still grainy, but I went with it because we needed that picture. And so
to have something to represent them.
Well, it sounds like you guys would benefit from having like a go-to person to say, okay, we'll do this. You need some photos. Here's somebody.
He's local.
Yes.
Here's how much it's going to cost.
And they're local.
Yes,
yeah.
I would rather not say any cost. I would rather put that on you and say I have the quality talent, because no 2 jobs are the same.
Sure.
Right? You've never been to 2 sites that were the same with 2 different owners, 2 different websites, 2 different whatever they're doing in their marketing. You know that everything is different. So if you evaluate, like Tom, you and I were talking about, you know, that you have a price for your studio. If they come to you and they do their commercial.
Right.
But if you go travel and you're packing up all your equipment, and I saw your equipment and it's extensive, a lot of it's heavy, you've got weights, you've got balance beams, you got all kinds of railroad tracks going on, and you know that you go to pack that up and go drive. Are you driving 5 miles? Are you driving 50 miles? Are you driving to South Houston? You know, are you doing a night video that on a weekend? I mean, all of these things. I would much rather that you establish the pricing rapport with the people, but I definitely am interested in quality listeners who have the talent and the interest to go be the photographers on a list of recommended photography individuals that I have seen their work or could say, yes, this is somebody that you should call.
What about this idea of just having a basic package that just is the bare bones, so they have something to reference, and if just to get them there, and then of course they're all customized, they all have their own needs, as you say. So if it's, you know, $300 to get X number of photographs that would not include video, of course, or $250, something just so they can get their face out there and look good. And because, you know, if you build a beautiful home and next to you is a house that they don't ever mow and their standards, they don't care, then obviously it affects your quality if you ever want to sell your house. The realtor is just going to say, well, you need to do something about your next door neighbor because that's really bringing down your value. So it's the same thing with your virtual mall. You know, as they're cruising through this and looking, they say, wow, this is horrible. Why do they even allow these people in here? So I just think a basic package, if that was something you would entertain, and not go to second, third, or fourth level.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a photographer per se. I do really well behind a camera. I have a good eye for photography, but I'm not a photographer, and I wouldn't know how to even begin the pricing. So, you know, yeah.
So
y'all figure it out.
If we came up
you
with a
tell
price,
me what
that's something that you would consider with your partners.
I would definitely, you know, promote. I would promote, you know, the service. I would promote the quality individual who shows that they have. I promote all quality individuals in every aspect. You know, when I was here talking to Rich, you know, Schissler about in Silver Fox program. I mean, that's one of the things I focus on is that I am an individual who has always been very promoting of local businesses and local community, because local community is the interaction of, you know, a big city is made up of local communities. You know, you talk about Houston, where do you live? Well, I live in Spring. I live in Katy. I
Right.
live in the Woodlands. I live here. I live there. It's local communities that are just attached and go on. But local community is what makes the community survive, thrive. The local merchants bring those jobs and the stability to everything.
Yeah, and in the next segment, with Dick's permission, I would like to talk about personalizing business and remembering that we are people and we like to be looked at, we like to have our hands shaken, and we like to be able to hand a person a card and not do everything on the internet.
Eye to eye, buddy.
Eye to eye. Right. Eye of the tiger. Her.
I'd like to mention something that I've noticed now. I mean, with you coming in with David here and Jim, and then Shannon, Dr. Buchanan. All these people were talking about ways to market your photography and ways that people see them. The businesses using photography and everything like that, and how important it is to know what you're doing as a photographer and to have quality images. I know a lot of people starting out, you just get so excited about it and you start doing all this stuff that really isn't quality, and it's happened to everyone. But how important it is to really practice and do that and make sure everything looks good before you start to venture out. Because if if Tom had some junky photos and had Jim or someone look at them, they may not think, they may not hire him. And how important it is, because there are jobs out there, for a photographer, but it's if you know what you're doing, and if you have quality behind it, and what kind of situation you're in, and what you're going to need for that situation, just how important it is. Because a lot of people, it's hard to find work, but
yeah, no,
I can't believe Dick didn't cut you off. I mean, he'd have cut me off.
I'm really glad he didn't, though, because that's exactly true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick break, though, guys. You're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed. We're here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
Hi, I'm Joyce with the Corner Pub in downtown Conroe. We're located at the corner of Simonton and North Main, just across the street from the courthouse. The week starts off Monday with open mic, hosted by Alan, and Tuesday nights open mic, hosted by Jeremy Bankhead. And on Thursday evening, McFarland Jams. There's nightly drink specials available every night, all night. And don't forget, live entertainment every weekend. To see a full list of events, visit our website at thecornerpubinconroe.com. So come join us at the Corner Pub, where the deli is open late.
You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. Now for your daily weather report. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2014. Today's weather forecast is mostly sunny with a high near 93. Calm winds becoming south around 5 miles an hour. Later tonight, there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms around Montgomery County after 1 a.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 75.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Donalwick Public Relations. You've seen the billboards. That's right, Wicked Publicity. Contact them today at 832-326-1965 and visit wickedpublicity.com.
Hi, this is Erica Tullis, Executive Director of the Breast Cancer Charities of America. The Breast Cancer Charities of America is a national nonprofit organization with our headquarters in the Woodlands, Texas. We focus on non-invasive breast cancer research and helping the true patient that is going through breast cancer. Through our Help Now Fund, we help women pay the rent and utilities while going through their breast cancer treatment. It's unlike any other program that truly is out there. We are here to help the woman. Our phone number is 936-231-8460. For more information or to get involved or to even make a donation, please visit our website, www.igopink.org.
Brought them all together for one night. I know they never match my sweet imagination.
You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio at irlonestar.com. It's 3:51. We're back with a little bit of Aperture and Shutter Speed with me, Dick. Also with Ansel Arnold Photography on Facebook, trmorephotos.com, and David Foy of Cool Wallet. It's you're supposed to pronounce it with two words.
It's Cool Wallet.
But Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet. Cool Wallet.
Okay.
It's cool. It's Cool Wallet.
Cool Wallet. But yeah, so you're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed. We're going to be shutting down this program in a couple minutes, so hopefully we're going to get everything we can out. So
yeah, I would like to just maybe spend a few minutes
And so I was thinking what we could be talking about. No, I'm just kidding, Tom. I'm just kidding, Tom. You can go ahead and talk.
Okay, so I would like to kind of do it. He keeps turning me off. Okay, but I don't think the audience appreciates that. They might, but I would like to kind of introduce the idea for next week, because we are going to have David back next week, about personalizing your business and getting back to the fact that we are all people, and this is not a world of computers, and that people like to be told, well, you look good today, or you really did a good job of making your business look great, or I like your kids, and things like that. People like that, so I would like to make that a important part of the conversation for next week, is personalizing your business and bringing it back to the fact that we are people, we're not machines.
I agree with that, and we will talk about that, because that's a great subject that works both ways. From a merchant's perspective, everybody has their Facebook and their this and their that, and they get the reviews out there online. But it kind of works both ways. From a merchant's perspective, it's nice when somebody physically walks through your door and compliments you and gives you the review in person. Going back to what Ansel was just talking about with the different photography, know what you're talking about. Know that there is a career opportunity out there. One of the things Tom and I had discussed a week ago is that a picture tells you what it was, but a video transports you there.
Right.
Right?
It's a good philosophy.
And so the video transports you there. And so when you watch more than one frame at a time, and you actually watch 2-3 minutes, you can transport yourself into being there and getting the ambiance, the attitude, right? Yeah. So that's where the video really comes in.
Absolutely.
But there's nothing like being in the store itself. I mean, the video is a good intro, but it's nothing. There's nothing like going to Italy. I mean, you can read about it, but it's better to be there. But the next best thing is good photography and really good video quality that doesn't look, their faces are melting, or you can't even tell what they're doing, or it's just bad composition.
Yes. Dick, what's your take on that?
No comment.
No comment. Good. No comment. Okay. So, but
Ansel. Sure. Okay, time's
up. I don't. I agree.
So, but next week would really like to again emphasize, like you were talking about Lamborghini. They have no robots at the Lamborghini shops.
That is true.
It's all built by hand. It's all hands-on, which is, to say the least, rare.
That is very true. That I watched this whole thing about Lamborghini, and they are so in tune with the photography, the lines, the curves, the angles, the reflection in the paint and the car design itself, and that when they create a Lamborghini has never had a robot create any of the car.
Wow.
And that it's very, and the photography though, that you never see a Lamborghini photography that is anything
Halfway.
other than just
Perfection.
exquisite.
That's kind of like Leica. You know, if you see some of their videos that they make, man, they make all those by, I don't know about all of them. They say they make all of them by hand, and that's why they're $10,000 and up. They are expensive, but I mean, they hand stitch. They put the leatherette on the camera. They do all that. You know, that's why.
So we could say that Cool Wallet is going to be the Lamborghini for the local merchant, because it's going to be hands-on. The reason, of course, that Cool Wallet can never be a Lamborghini is for the cost, but this is going to be a hands-on, touchable thing with quality photography and videography that is going to be really unique.
He really does love me, doesn't he?
I just think you're a nice guy. I don't know about love.
I feel the doggy licks.
My dogs are going to be embarrassed. I'm going to let them hear this, and they're going to run. They are going to run.
You're listening to Aperture and Shutter Speed. We're here every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Don't forget, if you missed the show, you can hear it on archives on YouTube and SoundCloud. We're going to be here. Don't worry, I'm going to be uploading the show after this show, so you'll be able to hear it again if you missed it. And we'll be back next week.
We love you, man. We think y'all are all cool and great.
Yes, I agree. Thanks to Ansel and David for joining us today.
Hopefully
we'll see you next week. Right?
Yeah.
Because Ansel's leaving us.
He's getting on that big
when
plane.
is your last show, Ansel?
Well, I leave the 13th or the 14th.
Okay, so next week's your last show.
Right, but I get back August 8th, and I'll be here until August 23rd until I actually leave for Chicago. So I can come back at that time if you want, but
I think it'd be cool.
Sure.
So you're going up there right now to visit?
I'm going to California.
You're going to California
for 4 weeks or whatever, however long it is.
I'll bet you'll take some great pictures.
What are you doing in California?
I'm actually going backpacking. Get off my
With
case.
who?
He has a girlfriend.
I'm going backpacking with my family.
Okay.
Man, relax. But but after that,
if I happen to see her, you know,
Yellowstone, Redwood Forest, or
the Sierras in California. But I'm actually getting ready to buy all my film. I'm gonna stock up. I was going to talk about some slide film because I think I'm going to buy some slide film to take.
All right, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah,
that's going to be cool.
Yeah. Because I've never had any before. I've never shot any, but it should be pretty cool.
So that should be a good episode then.
I could bring in some slides that were taken back in the 50s of California for you to look at.
Kodachrome slides?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Well, we'll be back next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Tina, your host from Retro Saturdays. I wanted to invite you to visit the Lone Star Studios here in downtown Conroe, Texas. We're all volunteers here, and we need your help in serving the Montgomery County area. Radio media is a fun field to be in. Lone Star Internet Radio serves Montgomery County with news, current events, local programming, and of course, music. If you are interested in volunteering and sharing your talents in media, go to irlonestar.com and let us hear from you. Lone Star Internet Radio, serving Montgomery County from the heart of downtown Conroe.